Hello, namaste, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube, and I am here to share some guidance for Monday and Tuesday. So Monday the 17th, Tuesday the 18th of June. I'm sitting in my hotel room, just about to take a shuttle to the airport soon, but I had time to stop by, so I thought I would. Good morning, Tammy. Hi, Pamela. Lovely to see you both and everyone else that's connecting. Hi, Susie. So I trust you're all feeling good. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Annette. Lovely to see you all. So, hi, Kimberly. Let me get comfy. I feel like I'm sitting all side on, which I am, but this chair's a bit hard on the edges. So extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much. If you're new to watching, welcome. Let us know if you're new. So what I will be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. And I'll be looking for the best card for Monday, the best card for Tuesday, and then the best card for the theme for Monday and Tuesday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be supportive for you at this time. So just take on board what feels right, what resonates, and let the rest go. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't matter. Just think of this as a guide only. So, interesting energy around this morning. I'm very keen to see what comes up. So this morning I'm coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia in Victoria, and it's Monday the 17th of June here at exactly 8:25 a.m. So I'm looking for the best card now for Monday the 17th. If it's not quite Monday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance. And you can refer back to Saturday's video if you want to for Sunday's guidance. So I trust the best card for Monday will find its way to the top of the deck based on the way I select my cards. So Monday the 17th of June, the best card is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card, and it's the White Tiger, which is a featured card, so it has further instructions here, which say to split the deck and take the top card. So it's that. Ooh, look out. I was feeling a fire under my backside this morning, and this is probably going to put this into perspective a little bit. So these two cards have come up together for a reason for Monday. So what I'm going to do is look at their cards, these cards separately, then we're going to look at their relationship together. And excuse the microphone, I forgot to say too. It might sound a bit different than normal because I don't have my microphone for recording. I'm just trusting my microphone on my phone, and I don't have any lighting or anything either. So it might just seem a bit different. That's because I'm away at the moment. So this is card 48 called White Tiger. White Tiger's keywords are schedule, routine, adjustment, and management. When this card comes up, it's usually reminding us to look at our priorities and how we're spending our time. And this might be something some of us are really coming into thinking about as the weekend ends and as the new week starts. We're sort of thinking about how we spend our time, what our priorities are, and what needs adjusting with our schedule so that we can make more time for whatever it is we want to do, and maybe cut some things out of our schedule that we are wasting time on, or that our heart is not 100% in any longer. Now, whatever it is that we've been encouraged to manage time around is linked with this card, which is exciting. It's card 1, and I love this. This is so motivating, this card for me. It's card 1 called Stallion. Stallion says, untie yourself. Stop holding yourself. Let's stop holding ourselves back or binding ourselves up or chaining ourselves down. It's time to unfree the shackle or untie the shackles, loosen the shackles, break free from them and let our wild spirit run free. So I think of this as like a wild horse that may have become tamed and conformed, and the wildness beat out of it perhaps. And this is reminding us that we have that wild, free side of ourselves that is currently calling to come out again. It's like a bird that's been caged. I've never understood caged birds, because birds, like animals that walk on legs, are a little bit different because they can usually still walk around. But birds that can fly, that are caged, this is sort of a similar feeling, and some of us have probably felt or just realised over the last 12 hours or so, as we've sort of hit into Monday or as we're winding up the weekend, have realised that we've actually been trapping ourselves, that maybe we've clipped our wings, maybe over time we'd lost ourselves. So this is very much about reviving ourselves again, untying ourselves though. We can't free ourselves if we're still in the cage and we're not looking for the door to let us out. We can't free ourselves if we're still tied up to the stables and our wild stallion heart wants to run free and run the lands. So there is some responsibility that we need to take to untie ourselves or make some changes in our life, especially with the things that have been holding us back or tying us down in a way that's limiting us now. So with these two cards together, this is basically saying that we're being encouraged to make time to untie ourselves, to stop putting it off and just make time in our schedule. Monday would be very favourable to do that. Get our journal out, maybe look at how we can motivate ourselves, what steps do we need to take, but especially looking at how we spend our time. So this is probably the place to start, and maybe writing a list or getting a bit of perspective on how we're spending our time, what are we investing our time in, our time and our energy, and what about that investment of time that we're making is not working for us anymore. What of our time are we wasting? I noticed I've got a big TV in this room, and I don't have a TV. I haven't had a TV at home for about 10 years or longer. And I've got Ludovico Einaudi playing at the moment, which I absolutely love. So I put him on this morning, but I noticed there's all these TV shows and movies and things, you know, like of a night as I was relaxing, getting ready to go to sleep, that I've never seen. And all these ads that just fill up the TV show that I might be interested in. So what I've noticed is I've wasted a lot of time watching TV this weekend, which is not a bad thing. It's helped me be aware that TV is a big time waster. And maybe that's why I can get a lot done at home, because I don't have a TV. So I can sit down and relax and watch my favourite show, but I'm watching it without ads. So, you know, that might be 20 minutes of my day instead of 40 minutes drawn out with ads. So, you know, looking at how we spend our time and making sure we're not wasting time too, and that we're making time to ignite our wild heart, our wild spirit. So that's for Monday. See how your Monday flows. Let me just do a quick time check, because I do have to catch the shuttle to the airport, but I've got lots of time. Welcome, Sharon. Sharon's new. Welcome, welcome, all our new people watching. So the next card I'm looking for is for Tuesday, the 18th of June. So Tuesday the 18th. We'll see what comes up. And if cards drop out, I sometimes look at them. If they come out as I pick them, then great. If they don't, it doesn't matter. That's not how I pick my cards. If it's the way you pick yours, then that's fine. So Tuesday the 18th, and we're going to go for this card. It's a Animal Kingdom, and it's this. Oh, the condor again. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to think if the condor came up in our reading, the video reading, or did it come up over the weekend with all the readings we did? It did. I can't remember now. But anyway, this is the condor card 50. That's come up for Tuesday the 18th of June, and it says expand your horizons. Actually, this did come up recently in a video. Maybe it was the one I did at home before I left. But the condor's very much about, because I was talking about tunnel vision. Yeah. So it's going to be really important still for us to keep in mind our perspective, how we're seeing situations, and making sure we haven't got our blinkers on, or we're not looking at a situation with tunnel vision, or being too stubborn or rigid with our viewpoint of a situation. It might be a situation that we're not particularly happy with or happy about, but sometimes we just have to either if it's involved with someone else, let other people live their own life, maybe make their own mistakes or work things out for themselves. So if we're getting in other people's business with tunnel vision and we've got strong opinions that are very kind of tunnel vision like, we might do well on Tuesday to think about expanding our radar so we can see more of the bigger picture and maybe soften that harsh, strict, rigid way of viewing things at this time. So it might be a situation that doesn't particularly involve us. It could be something we're observing with a loved one, perhaps. It might be something going on with us or something happening in our life, but something that's maybe affecting us. So if we notice that we've become a bit too rigid or a bit too looking through that one tunnel or with one eye, I get this kind of pirate sort of feeling. If we find that we're doing that, I think it's really good to just be aware of it so that we can consider, okay, are we being too rigid and stuck looking through a certain way or through a certain glass? Maybe there's more to see about this situation than we realise. So as we expand our vision, as we expand our perspective, our radar, then it will help us see more of the bigger picture. So also the condor brings about a sense of balance. This feels like balance in the mind, mental balance. I just get this really clear with this morning, mental balance. So how is our state of mind right now? And what about our state of mind is a bit too rigid or a little bit looking at something in one particular way without, it sort of reminds me of like looking through a telescope and seeing through that, this situation through that very narrow lens. Whereas we could put the telescope down the way we're viewing this and look at maybe the full spectrum of the rainbow. There's that sort of feeling. So it feels very mental, but it also feels very much about our perspective and our perceptions. So how we're viewing something, and it might be a little bit warped or a little bit too narrow-minded at the moment. So the condor, let's think about balancing and lightening up, especially on a mental level. So how is your state of mind, and how's your state of mind going into Tuesday? Are you feeling positive and clear and open and aware and flexible, or are you feeling a bit negative and rigid and have a strong opinion about something? So something just to be aware of if it's important to you. So thank you. Okay, now let's look for the best card for the theme card for Monday and Tuesday. So the theme card will help us bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Monday and Tuesday, potentially. So see how it fits for you. Not everything's going to make sense. I'd be very surprised if every single thing I said made sense. So I'm thinking if one thing made sense to you, one sentence, one aspect, then that's great. And anything else is a bonus. If nothing made sense, it's okay. I trust that you have a good day and you enjoyed spending some time with me. So this is our theme card. It's another animal kingdom. Oh, it's the elephant. Been thinking about the elephant a bit lately. This is card 7, the elephant. It says family commitments. So for some of us, family energy is going to be important over Monday and Tuesday, or it may not be over both days, all day for those both days, but it's probably going to be a dominant influence over us, for some of us on Monday and Tuesday. And it may be an area of our life that maybe we've become a bit tunnel visioned with. So there might be something going on in the family that we might find it wise to expand our radar in regards to. There might be something too going on in the family that's to do with stallion. And maybe there's a part of our family situation or family energy at the moment that's calling us to look at our schedule, how we spend our time, and break free of some ties that have been holding us back, maybe in the family. So there's a strong family energy that's coming around. I also think of this card, I think of the elephants that come around and support the weaker member of the family. So if there's a weaker member of your family right now, weaker as in they might be going through a hard time, maybe they've got health issues or they're just in a low space right now, or something's going on with them, then this is the time for the family, the extended family, to gather around them and offer their support and love. So depends what's going on and what's presently happening in the family. There could also be quite pleasant family conversations and gatherings too over Monday and Tuesday. I also think of the elephant, if we just step aside from the family element, I think of the elephant as being really strong, stable, precise with its steps that it takes on its path, where it's going. So maybe there's a general sense too of stability that's coming in for us, feeling surer about where we're putting our feet and trusting in those steps that we take on our life, on our life's path. So you can think of maybe the stature of the elephant, of that strong stance that the elephant has, the big ears, so, staying aware, observant of what's going on around us as we're taking these steps on our life's path. So they feel sure steps, they feel confident in some way, they feel trusting, and they feel stable. So interesting energy around. So that's the elephant, our theme for Monday and Tuesday. So thank you so much for connecting. I trust that this makes sense and resonates with you. I've used my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards. These have been combined to make a 110 card deck, which you're very welcome to do if you want to, if you're inspired to, or you can use the decks on their own and they're still very powerful on their own too. But it's fun having decks together, I think. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. So thank you. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I have lots of things on there that I've created, like pendants and card decks and books, meditations. I've got a members group, which we're doing a chakra series at the moment, which is really fun. So we've got the heart chakra tomorrow, so that'll be great. And we've got events coming up and things, so please have a look if you're inspired to check out my work. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day and couple of days ahead, and I'll connect with you again very soon. Thank you so much. Namaste.